Kia ora, welcome to my channel. I've come back on again to do my journal that I've been doing my magazine pages in. Does not have a cover, so I thought that I'd come on. I have got piles of this napkin, kitchen napkin towels, kitchen towels. So I think I'm just going to stir up my Collage glue, which is just PVA glue with a bit of water in it, and I am just going to start gluing. It'll be interesting to see how it turns out. I've never sort of collaged over black before, so it will be interesting for sure. So we will see how it comes out. I'm quite happy with just putting bits everywhere and just keep on going until I decide that, hey, that's not too bad. Colours will show up nicely once it dries, hopefully. Right, what other colours have we got in here? Let's take off the white outer edges. And just plonk it down and see what happens. Bits you don't like come up, you can just pull it off. Right. Don't know how this is going to turn out. If it doesn't turn out, I can always stick ink over the top of it. See what this one is like. It doesn't rip particularly well, but we will see how it goes. Some more glue underneath. Right. I'm actually just collaged on top of this type of cover, so I don't really know how it is going to go, but we will soon see, won't we? Right. Let's see what else we've got. Some of them I haven't pulled apart yet, but if I don't do it, it will come adrift later on. Right. Right. Let's see if we can get this apart. We'll put it in a couple of places. Let's go over the top. Some of this will run because some of it is just homemade sprays, but I'm okay with that. Right, what else have we got down here? Missed it anyway. There was a black bit there and I just completely missed the whole thing. So, put some more on, go down a bit further. I'm liking that. Oops. Put up here. Cool. It looks interesting. Put this down this way. Pretty. Right, what else have we got? There's a nice bit up here that I quite like. Put over there. Keep building it up and see how we go. Right, what else we got? Right. Just put some more glue on. And you want to get it all stuck in the groove. I should have covered that, but never mind. Right, a little bit more down this way here, I think. Some more down this way. Cool. Right, what else? This bit up here looks a bit minky. I'm not quite sure on that bit, so we're going to put a bit more over the top. Hopefully. Hopefully some of the green from underneath will come through, brighten it up. Okay, that's looking quite good. Not sure about this patch over here though. It needs a little bit of something over the top of it. I just love just gluing down bits of paper. Here it's just not quite what I wanted. Yeah, that's cool. Right, I think I'll dry this off, then I'll be back. Right, I'm back and I've dried it off, well, sort of. but a piece came off up here when I was pulling it off the edge of my, so I've cut another piece that I'm going to glue on there, hopefully straight edge this side so I don't get on the get some more glue down there, and we will put you down there. It's nice and straight. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Make sure that it's all glued nicely this time, and then I will let it dry off properly, and then I think we might just do some stamping and what have you over the top. Right, I'll be back when that's dry. Right, I'm back and it's pretty dry. It's still a little bit up there where I'll put an extra bit on, but it's dry enough. Now I've got out some paint, and I think that I'm just going to add some marks with our stamps and see how we go. Right, I'll start off with turquoise because I can. Let's get a little spatula here to smush it out. And what am I going to use? Just use this. Alright, I like that, so we'll put that aside and see if I can just add some more marks. The odd banging you can hear is my husband out in the garage. I'm sorry, I can't do anything about that. Right, I'm liking that. It's a bit of a mess, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Right, I'm going to dry that off. Right, I've dried it off relatively, and now I think that I will use yellow. Right, and we'll give that a smush out. Turn that around. I always use the wrong side. I must cut that little bit off. Right. It's looking like. Right, I'll give that a dry off. Right, I took my solid edges off it while I was there. If you don't want to get that mark like that on your things, make sure you cut off all your solid edges. Right, now, what are we going to use? I think we'll have some purple. Well, lavender it is actually. These are all deco art paints. Right, now I think we're going to use some bubble wrap. Right, I think that's enough of that. I'll be back after I've dried this off. We're going to have some glue next. Don't really know how this is going to turn out, but we're going to do some circles. Right, I think that's enough of that. Right, I'm back, and now I'm going to do some little orange circles. They're looking quite cool actually, I like that. I'm doing this video in between my husband sawing and what else in the shed, so it's going to be quite a bit of editing on it. So if you suddenly think, oh, there's a lot of blank non-speaking places, you know my husband started up the saw. Oh, I'm quite liking that. Might be looking a bit dark to you, but it's not so dark for me. Right, I'll better dry off and we'll be back. Right, now I think we're going to have a little bit of pink, and then we'll just put some black and white on it. Just give that a smush up, and I think we will use a little one. Whether they all look like circles or not doesn't really matter. They're blobs or circles. I'm happy with either. I'm really liking it. Right, I've got a couple more. And we will one more. And I think that's it. I'll give this a dry off and I'll be back. And some white. And I think we'll have some little fork marks for the white. I'm very partial to these fork marks. Right, I think that is enough of that. Right, give that a wipe off. Now what are we going to do for the black? The black we will use, let's see if I can smush this out. I might use black spots. Now I don't know how this is going to come out. Could just stuff the whole thing up, but see if we can do one more back up here. This one didn't come out so good. Oops. Right, that's it. I'm quite happy with that, and I'll just give that a dry off.